gets up to block the stuff that's in it. Number Sean Yabusele drives inside for the dunk attempt, but the minister of
attempted to take a charge at the three-point line, was called for a blocking foul, and proceeded to lose his mind.
And that's it, he's fouled out.
Exaggeration. Down 2-0, the Mavericks needed to win this game, and they had a chance as they had just gone on a 20-2 run in the fourth quarter, but Luka's Doncic was not ready.
His defensive performance is unacceptable. He is a hole on the court. They have begged him. They have talked with him. They have pleaded with him.
Luka would have learned and come back better defensive performances you'll see. This game was recent and included 2 indefensible plays against the Utah Jazz, where in the fourth quarter, on one play, Luka just stands in place as Colin Sexton walks into a wide open mid-range jumper, and then after a game-tying Klay Thompson 3, Luka again stood in place guarding a ghost as Utah just simply threw the ball to John Collins. What we were going to do, because Luka Doncic has gone from the NBA's Wonder Boy, led his team to the NBA Finals, and the only player along with Oscar Robertson to average at least 28 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds per game in his first 6 seasons, to now offensive superstar who could never get the job done and win a title. No matter what side you're on, one thing has continued to remain consistent, and that is, unfortunately, denying it, we have
beautiful save from Brook Lopez. Torian Prince tosses it up, and Giannis gets 3, but Kristaps with
a cycle here, and Luka is paying the price. His numbers across the board for the 2025 season are down. He's averaging 5.8 less points, 1.6 less rebounds, and 2.2 less assists per game compared to last season. A staggering drop, which means we have to ask the taking basketball seriously enough to get the most out of his overwhelming natural proof for both sides of the argument here. I have consistently been. It's actually because of Luka's unprecedented levels of production at a young age that makes us have to have this conversation. Luka has been the obvious best player of his generation when it comes to awards and stats. The 4 best young players in the NBA today with established resumes, not super young guys like Wemby, are Jason Tatum, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, and Luka. Among these 4, Luka has more first-team All-NBAs with better career points per game, assists per game, and rebounds per game. Luka also has the championship, the most important award, but an award that is heavily team dependent, especially during the early parts of a player's career where he has no choice at all where he is. Even though the Mavericks did get demolished, I would say Luka did cost his team game 3. It was Luka on the stat sheet who was the clear star, even with all of these flaws, averaging 29.2 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per game against a Boston Celtics team that in the regular season finished 3rd in defensive rating. These are the kind of numbers, this is the kind of performance that usually indicates that a young superstar is almost there, that he's about to take the next step, the leap.
blind find behind the spine dime over to Franz, and it's Jalen with the gold and silver, but Franz gets the
From the ages of 20 to 24, compared in a battle of young stars versus Anthony Edwards in the 2024 Western Conference Finals, not to mention going against Big Purr, Luka not only led the Mavs to a 4-1 series win, he was a true superstar. Series was being hyped up as the next Michael Jordan, the next face of the NBA.